think so.
Did he kiss the baby?
I think so.
Because politicians, he's not a politician, he's a businessman.
He's become a baby kisser, I think. It happens to the best of them.
He was hugging the veterans, now kissing the babies, holding them up like the Lion King scene.
That's right. Awesome. We'll get to that right now. Let's get right to the race for the White House as Hillary Clinton stays sidelined from campaigning today as she gets a little better. She's haunted by a brand new email scandal.
And it's all courtesy of former Secretary of State Colin Powell.
What is going on? Senior political correspondent Mike Emanuel has the answer. He's live in Westchester, New York for us this morning with the details. Good morning, Mike.
Tucker, Ainsley, Steve, good morning to you. That is right. Hillary Clinton is due to return to the campaign trail tomorrow at a time when many Democrats are concerned about the potential for an October surprise courtesy of Russian hackers. Now, the latest released emails that are embarrassing are actually related to former Secretary of State Colin Powell. BuzzFeed reports Powell emailed journalist Emily Miller, who is a former aide to Powell, on June 17th, writing that Donald Trump, quote, is in the process of destroying himself. No need for Dems to attack him. House Speaker Paul Ryan is calibrating his position again. Then on August 21st, Powell wrote Miller again. Yup, the whole birther movement was racist. That's what the 99% believe. When Trump couldn't keep that up, he said he also wanted to see if the certificate noted that he was a Muslim. As for Hillary Clinton, we know that she has talked, including in appearances on Fox News Sunday, about the potential for foreign hackers having an impact on the election.
We know that Russian intelligence services, which are part of the Russian government, which is under the firm control of Vladimir Putin, hacked into the DNC, and we know that they arranged for a lot of those emails to be released. And we know that Donald Trump has shown a very troubling willingness to back up Putin, to support Putin.
As you mentioned, Hillary Clinton is on the mend from her case of pneumonia at her nearby home here in Chappaqua, New York. She is due to return to the campaign trail in Greensboro, North Carolina tomorrow. Back to you guys in New York.
She is, Mike Emanuel. Thank you very much. So Hillary Clinton is still convalescing up at her mansion in up in Chappaqua. And yesterday, the soundbite of Bill Clinton sitting down with Charlie Rose got a little publicity because he was talking about, yeah, my wife, she faints frequently.
All the time.
Oh, did I say frequently? I meant rarely. And what happened? CBS helping him out. Clip, took that out. Had to save time of about a second.
But it didn't help the cause. That was the problem.
No,
it reflected poorly on the former president.
Charles Krauthammer said normally he's the guy that the folks want to see.
Sure.
He said he's getting a little rusty.
Well, there's
the
also
old Bill Clinton wouldn't have said that.
There's some passive aggression, though, too.
Do you think so?
I think every time.
Wait, are you suggesting he wants to be the only Clinton president at that house?
I'm suggesting he's rooting against Hillary Clinton more than most Republicans I know.
Really?
Is what I'm
Bill Clinton doesn't want his wife?
Every time he said the other day, he said, you know, she's not doing well in Appalachia. Kind of funny, I won there twice. You know, but just times change, or maybe the candidates are different or something.
Well, you know, maybe Bill Clinton doesn't want his wife to be president of the United States.
Yeah, I think.
But the mainstream media loves her. She's their candidate. And yesterday, when the president of the United States went out to stump for Hillary, who is still, you know, on bed rest, apparently, you just wouldn't believe the loving copy written for
Steve,
this
there was
particular event.
so much love that the mainstream media gave him. It was so hard for us to pick sound bites this morning. Here's a little montage of what we saw last night.
Was it what the doctor ordered? With Hillary Clinton recovering from pneumonia, President Obama hits the trail and takes aim at Donald Trump.
Tonight, Trump takedown with Hillary Clinton sidelined. A fiery President Obama unloads on Trump.
And he looked a little bit like a retired athlete, thrilled to be back in the game.
His comments were just what the doctor ordered for a recuperating Clinton who spent the day accepting flower deliveries. With Hillary Clinton at home recovering, President Obama took over on the campaign trail today, stepping up to the podium, loosening his tie, blowing a kiss, and getting right down to business.
If a Republican got sick, was off the trail for a couple of days, and somebody else on the Republican Party went in to pinch hit for them, would they ever wind up with coverage like that?
No. George W. Bush is stumping for Donald Trump. Just what the doctor ordered. The news cliches, you know,
not going to happen.
It's fine. It's the soft focus coverage. You see a lot of it. But at the core of this is an unexplained mystery. I don't think there's any question. She may have pneumonia. I believe it. That's fine. That's not what was going on Sunday. There's no chance that she collapsed from pneumonia and then an hour and a half later was totally fine.
Right.
I think normal reporters, I have literally no idea. I'm not suggesting she's gravely ill or anything like that. I am suggesting they're not telling us the whole story. That's obvious
this
to
is
me.
my thought. I mean, a doctor had to meet her at Chelsea's apartment. Of course, she's not going to go sit in the emergency room like we would all do. She goes to Chelsea's apartment. She calls a doctor on the phone. The doctor meets her there and gives her some sort of medicine. And then she's walking on the sidewalk an hour later.
It was revealed that she did not see a doctor until she got to Chappaqua.
So how did
she go way up north?
It does not make any sense at all. And I don't pretend to understand what's going on. My point only is that journalists are paid to find out what's going on, not to celebrate her husband, which is what they're doing.
Well, one journalist over at CNN apparently loves Hillary Clinton, and she has suggested that all of the media coverage regarding Hillary's collapse at that memorial on Sunday was sexist. And in fact, here she is comparing Hillary Clinton to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who back in the 30s had polio, was in a wheelchair, and yet the press covered all that up. Watch.
Considering the media outrage over Hillary failing to tell them that she had pneumonia on Friday, consider the media actively shielding some great American presidents, agreeing, for instance, not to show these photographs of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose polio kept him confined to a wheelchair. But did that stop his New Deal for America or winning World War II?
Okay, that was a different time, first of all. Second of all, we want the truth.
It up.
And these candidates should be reporting the truth. And Franklin Roosevelt should have told the public that he had polio.
But here you have a journalist defending media lying. Here you have a journalist arguing on behalf of telling the public less. Is she really a journalist at this point, or she's an advocate, actually, for Hillary Clinton's campaign?
I don't know if she actually lied about it. She didn't lie about it. She said she was diagnosed with pneumonia on Friday, and she just didn't report it.
Of course. No, I'm merely saying that Christiane Amanpour is saying the press lied about FDR's actual condition, and that was okay. Journalists should not be in favor of lying to help political candidates, and here she is endorsing that. Why is she still employed by CNN?
Gee, why would Christiane Amanpour support Hillary Clinton? Could it possibly have to do with the fact that her husband was Bill Clinton's spokesperson at the Department of State?
Oh, yes, Jamie knew him well. Good point.
All right.
All right, so in the October issue of Women's Health magazine, there is a
Women's Health?
Women's Health.
Okay.
Women's Health, yes, we need to emphasize that. Is this picture of Hillary Clinton. There's going to be a 2-page spread in this magazine. What do you think about that? Do you think that they should pull the ad?
Well, obviously, it went to press before it was revealed that she was not a picture of Women's Health, and yet there she is.
I don't think it's Women's Health. I think that's Irony Weekly, isn't it? I think it would have to be.
Anyway, so that's going to be.
But why can't you turn and look at us this
Because
morning?
my neck hurts so bad. I'm sorry. I'm like immobilized.
Do you have a crick in your neck?
No, because I slept wrong on an airplane against the window like this, and I cannot move my neck. I'm like Frankenstein. I'm just going to move on a swivel this morning.
Folks, does anybody have a home remedy for Tucker that we could apply here on the couch?
Hillary's doctor.
I need it. I need to go to Chappaqua for a rest.
No kidding. All right, meanwhile.